for this Halloween celebration, all the new content we got was 3 outfits, so this is the last one. And it's for TYR. I mean, it's a pumpkin head. We've already seen this before. Griamore has his costume, but now it's on a relevant character. This is the cut-in. If you like Pumpkinhead, you're gonna like this costume. I don't know what to tell you. And just like the outfit videos for Hell and Demon King, I'm gonna hijack this video with my thoughts on TYR. I did this for Hell with my thoughts on Hell, my thoughts on Demon King, and now TYR. I will add actually before we go in about one more thing about Hell. I don't know, a few days ago actually was when this came out, but we finally got numbers, how much money the banner made, stuff like that. It is correlated to TYR because you run them together, so I'm not using her right now because I wanted to run a full stat team for TYR, but it is correlated, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I argued for the fact that, you know, there are people that like the fact that we got a Ragnarok festival, but it's the minority. And it's the, like, immense minority. And by immense, I mean the tiniest of tiniest minorities. It's like sub 1% of the player base. Probably. It would be my estimate. At least global. I don't know Japan. My view is skewed to global. The comments, I got so many comments saying, yeah, I agree. I actually do like Hell, but I see how, you know, the majority of people probably don't care. They just care about new Meliodas or whatever. We got tangible numbers. And Hell is one of the least performing festivals of all time. It is unsurprising. Now, I want to put a caveat to that. Why I think she's one of the least performing festivals of all time. And again, I'm talking about money. In terms of performance of, you know, popularity, yeah, she's the worst. Like, she's actually the worst performing festival of all time. But money-wise, she's actually not the worst. Now, why I think she did so bad is honestly not even because she's a Ragnarok festival. I think that a lot of people that don't spend much money, but spend some money, are not spending money on this banner because they know that November and December festivals are OP. So why would they spend money now instead of spending money then? You know, I think that that's a huge factor to why a festival in this time of the month wouldn't succeed. I'll need to pull up what last year's looked like. It wasn't there on the chart that I looked at. How much of a whale is this guy? Ah, screw it. It wasn't there, the October or September of last year, but, you know, one of the worst. But I want to point out that one of the worst performing festivals of all time also includes Mael. Mael was a terribly performing festival. And that goes to performance in terms of the game, right? Mael was not OP if you looked at the festivals that were around him at the time. If you hear me clap, it's because there's an immense amount of mosquitoes in my room. It's like an infestation right now in my city. Oh, TYR's dead. I just looked over the screen. I was focused on this fly. But Mael was a horribly performing festival. And, you know, as much as I am biased against a Ragnarok festival. I am, you know, I admit when I am something, I am incredibly biased against Ragnarok because I have my own selfish reasons. That being that Ragnarok gives me poor views. So inherently, I am going to be biased against it. But I also need to be reasonable and look at, you know, other factors. So Mael was also a terribly performing festival in terms of money. It did good in terms of popularity, it looked like. But in terms of money, it didn't do as good And I think it is because of his PvP performance compared to the festivals of the time. That being the one Ultimate and Purgatory Melee. And it's not hard to believe in that. He just was worse than them. And I think it would be an uphill battle for whatever festival they're released in, September, like hell. Because we all know November and December are gonna be OP festivals. November is half year anniversary, and they always drop an OP festival. Like okay, I missed it. They always drop an OP festival. You go 2019, there were no festivals. I went all the way back to 2019 because I wanted to remember who dropped then, but never mind. I don't remember. 2020. What? Well, okay. 2020, we had Festival the One. And then Festival Assault Melee, which Assault Melee was very strong for like a week until people realized that you can easily counter him. But the thought counts. 2021, we had King. Stupid OP character. Stupid OP character for when he came out. And then, obviously, Trailer Melee, which was a immense power creep at the time. 2022. The one Ultimate, probably one of the most hyped characters ever. And then Purgatory Melee, likewise, stupid OP. Hard to believe that 2023 would be any different. So I think that, and also the fact that she's a Ragnarok definitely puts her down in terms of people's desires. Incredible uphill battle to convince people to spend money for this character when we know, there's going to be something OP coming up. So as much as I do want to dunk on the fact that I was right, of course there's going to be a poorly performing festival. No one cares about Ragnarok. I am reasonable. Numbers were only for Japan though. I don't know about global numbers. Global numbers are going to... Because global, she came out in October. Not September. And the first day that the banner comes out, it's when the most money is spent. So that's where we take a look at. And global numbers we don't have. I cannot foresee her doing better on global than JP, because at least on JP they are big time simps, so they spend a lot of money on just women banners in general, more than global. But never know, because a lot of people think that global, because there's more countries, global makes more money. That's just wrong. JP makes more money than global. Japan is one country and they make more money because they just like spending like that. It is what it is. Now that 8 minutes has passed, what about TYR, huh? I mean, he's OP. What? What else is there? Right? Like you look at the screen, you see what he just did, and you're like, oh yeah, that's TYR. He's OP. I said this on Hell's video, I believe, and on Demon King's video, and I'll say it again. TYR is a festival unit. He is, I think, arguably the best PvP unit in the game. He should have been the festival. Not in terms of the character. Again, like for Ragnarok, who cares what the character would have been for festival? Like, no one cares at all. No one cares. So the character doesn't matter. But in terms of the kit, like, this is what a festival should look like. Like, Hell is powerful. She is very powerful. She's very, very strong. But she's, I think, boring. You look at what she does, and then you look at what TYR does, and TYR is a much more fun character. He's got the big damage, and he doesn't care about anything else. He just got the big damage. While Hell, I mean, she can do big damage with her single target, but it's like, they need to attack you first, is the whole thing. Another One of these. Another one of these. You know, I quite like the setup with Hel and Ghislaine or Freya. I think it works well. I think that this guy out CC'd me with dodge food. But I'm still gonna go with this. If he has dodge, he's gonna back out. Let's see what Tyr does. Not much. Oh well. Hell teams are obviously better. I'm just running this up because I thought it would be fun. Just max basic stats for Tyr, you know? I am past the point where I care about winning. I think years ago, that's when I passed that point. If I win, if I don't win, it doesn't matter. It does not. I mean, ideally, when I'm recording the video, I like to use a team that's not going to keep losing. Right? I want to use a team that's not going to keep losing so the video is not stupid. Like, look at this team. I can't win against bots using it. The last guy wasn't a bot, but you know what I mean. But you know, if I'm using a team that's like not all that great and the enemy wins, I don't care. There's no way I can get kills with the AoE, does she? No. Ain't no way. This will though. I like the fact that she revives with 0 HP. That's how revives should be. Goddess Liz revive was a mistake. Anyways.